A Benton man accused of murder in Fairfield is seeking to have evidence thrown out. That's according to the Kennebec Journal.
23-year-old Raheem Goodwin is charged with the murder of 62-year-old Edwin of Fairfield, who was killed in November of last year. One day after the murder, Goodwin was arrested following a police chase that ended with a crash and a standoff.
Officials say during the standoff, Goodwin threw a bloody knife to the side of the road. They say he also set a fire inside the vehicle. Authorities also say a bloody knife and clothes were found in a dumpster in the trailer park where Goodwin was living at the time. Those items were then used for evidence.
The publication says Goodwin's lawyers asked the court yesterday to throw out the evidence due to what they call an improper search. However, a prosecutor said that Goodwin had no reasonable expectation of privacy due to other residents in the trailer park using the same containers.
A trial date for the murder charge has been set for February of next year.